Google Classroom Tutorial. Google Classroom is a free web service developed by Google for schools that aims to simplify creating, distributing, and grading classworks. How to access Google Classroom? If you're using a computer or laptop, first is to log in your G Suite account. You will see the G Suite icon when you logged in. Then click the G Suite Apps Launcher and click the Classroom icon. Or you may type in classroom.google.com and choose what account will you use in joining a certain classroom. So click Continue. If you are using a phone or tablet, make sure to download Google Classroom application in Play Store or App Store. The next step is to pick your role. A teacher can either create or join a class, while a student can only join classes. This is what you will see once you signed in your G Suite account and access Google Classroom. These are my current Google Classrooms in my different classes. If you don't have any yet, don't worry. Just click this plus sign. It's either you will create a class if you are a teacher or you need to join one if you are a student. You may also check your email because your teacher might send invitation in joining his or her Google Classroom. To create a class, click this plus sign, then create class, type in your class name, the name of the section that you're handling. Okay, so leave the subject and room as is because sometimes the subject is also the class name. Then click create. If you have joined several classes, so it's easy for you to just click in this one and it will direct you to a certain Google Classroom. But if not, click the plus sign, join class, then type in the code that was given to you by your teacher. When you type in the code, click join. Now, let us explore what's inside the Google Classroom. There are four important tabs in Google Classroom, namely the stream, classwork, people, and grades. But before we discuss each tab, let's take a look at this main menu. So this is the name of your class with the grade and section. When you click the main menu button, you will see your different classes, including the calendar. Archive classes are those classes removed by the teacher. And for the settings, if you are the teacher, you may want to check the settings of your Google Classroom to manage your class. Let's take a run through in the Google Classroom settings. So remember, only the owner or the teacher can edit the settings. So the profile, you can manage your profile. Be sure that you're using your G Suite account. Email notification. So this blue button indicates that you enable to receive email notification. Okay? So comments on your posts. This one, it means disabled. You disable comments that mention you. Okay? And then the other default settings. So it's up to you if you want to enable or disable these certain features. For the class settings, so the class details, the one that you typed in creating the Google Classroom, if you want to edit that. The general settings, invite codes, you can enable or disable it. Remember the invitation link or the class code. And you can copy this one and send it to your students. If you want to display the class code in your stream. So to manage your stream, you can also choose whether the student can post and comment or can only comment, or the teachers can only post or comment. Also, for the classwork on the stream, you want to hide notifications or show attachments and details. So these are the default settings of Google Classroom. So for the grading, you can leave this as is because you can edit the grade calculation in the Grades tab. So when you're done, click Save. So the Stream tab is somehow like a Facebook wall. This is the name of your class, the grading section, your class code if you want to copy again to invite your students. You can generate your Meet link for your virtual classes. If you want to change the banner, you can select the theme and then select class theme. Or you may upload your own photo to make it your banner. So here in the Stream tab, you can interact with your students. Say for example, you want to post announcement or anything. What's good about this is that if you want to post a generic announcement, you can just click this one and click the checkbox. Also post this generic announcement or greetings into your other Google Classrooms. You may also want to select students if you are pertaining to some of the students only or to all the students. You can also add something in your Google Drive, link, file, or a video from YouTube. And before posting, if you want to save it as draft, it's okay. Or you want to schedule the post. So you just click post. So for the classwork tab, this is where you can create assignment, quiz assignment, question. You can also upload learning materials in advance. You can reuse your posts and post it to your other classrooms. And you can also create topics to categorize your lessons or classworks. So these are some of the examples. Okay, so let's try creating an assignment. So click create, then assignment. Write the title of your assignment. So for example, assignment number 1. So you can put the instructions here. And if you have a ready-made assignment, save in your Google Drive, you can attach that assignment here. Or a link from websites, file from your computer, or a video from YouTube. So you can attach it in this assignment number 1. Also, you can create using Google Docs, slides, sheets, drawings, and Google Forms. So if you click Google Docs, another tab will be open. And now you can create your assignment using the Google Docs. So here, you can either choose if students can view the students can edit the file, or make a copy for each student. So I prefer make a copy for each student. This assignment is only for ICT sample students, but if you want to reuse this assignment and give it to another sections, so you can just click these checkboxes. You can also assign students, all students or certain students only. It's up to you. The points, you can make it ungraded, or it's up to you if how many points you will give for this certain assignment. Also for the due date, you can add the time, the date, and the topic. So this assignment is in what topic? Say for example, assignment number 1 under the personal entrepreneurial competencies. So you can click this one as the topic. So if not, you can create your own topic or no topic at all. You can check the originality, the work of your students. Create your own rubric, or if you want to reuse the rubric that you're using in your other Google Classroom, it can be. So in creating your own rubric, you have to add the criteria you'll use to evaluate student work, as well as any performance levels or descriptions you want to include. Okay, so students will receive a copy of this rubric with their assignment. So you'll be the one typing the criteria. Say for example, we're done with the rubrics since this is a sample. Okay. So you want to assign it already or to schedule it, to save it as draft, and then you can edit it, or to discard this assignment. Okay. So of course, if you're done with this assignment, you can assign as a teacher, assign this assignment to all the students. So click assign. Okay, for the people tab, you will see here your students or the people inside your Google Classroom. So you can also add your co-teachers for collaboration or your school principal or head teachers. Just type in their email and then click invite. You will also see here those students whom you invited but haven't responded yet in your invitation. Okay? So if you want to click students and make some actions, like you want to email them, you want to remove them, or you want to mute them in posting or commenting in the class stream. What's good about this, you can also invite their guardians. Type in the email of the guardian and then click invite for the guardians to also see the progress of their children. So if you want to invite more students, it's either you copy this link and send it to them, you email them, or you type in their email here. So click invite. Okay, so in this grades tab, you will check the progress of your students. You will see who among your students turned in or submitted their assignments, and who among the students who haven't turned in or submitted their assignments yet. So let's take a look at these three samples. For this ungraded classwork, just a question, okay, I assigned it in the three of them, but no one has turned in or answered this question. It's okay because this is just ungraded. For the assignment number 1, this is also sample assignment. And so I assigned this assignment to the three of them, and one has turned in the assignment. Okay? But since I already gave grade to his assignment, yan, it will be counted as graded. How to grade an assignment? Okay, so just click the assignment of a certain student, and then since you're the one who made the rubric, you'll be the one to change or to give scores. Once you graded the assignments or the classwork, when you click the return button, it will be sent to the students. It will have an automatic feedback to them. They will see their grades automatically. You can also see the instructions here. So here in the quiz, so they turned in, they answered the quiz already. But since it is in a Google form, if you click this form, it will direct you to the Google form to see the results of their quizzes. So in general, here are some of the features of Google Classroom.